It's quite a crazy combination of complications actually. If you combine the fusion chain mechanism with the tourbillon and the rattrapante chronograph and on top the perpetual calendar, well, you can call it a special piece. It's our highlight of the SIHH actually this year. It's a lot of complications. Yeah, you call the fusion chain. You can see that as a complication, the tourbillon, the chronograph with rattrapante, split time function, and the perpetual calendar. So 5 complications. Maybe other brands would call it a grand complication, but for us it's the Tourbograph, Perpetual Calendar, Pool and Merite, because we already have a grand complication. Let me show you what's going on the dial side. To start with the Perpetual Calendar, you see the moon phase with a precision of 122.6 years. Then we have a date indicated by hand. Here we have the weekday indication. On top of that, the minute counter of the chronograph. And here, the small hand, the leap year indication. And the month indication. After launching the Tourbograph, the regular first Tourbograph in 2005, and you're working on that watch, and during the development already of that watch, other ideas come up, what you could do with this very special combination. And yeah, there we already had the idea of, it would be great if we could integrate a perpetual calendar. Now many people may think, this is the Tourbograph and you put on top a module with a perpetual calendar and that's it. Sounds very simple, it's not. The main thing is energy, because timekeeping is still, even with a complicated watch, the most important thing. So you may tend to forget when you see all these functions and things, and you can push buttons and the chronographs run, but we have to take care that at midnight, when the calendar is about to switch, when you then play with your chronograph and split timer, which requires also extra energy, the timekeep has to be on its best.
Each of the 30 dials starts off as a thick piece of rose gold, thicker than your average dial. Then, using a Burin chisel, essentially a very sharp, very fine engraving tool powered by nothing but elbow grease, the dial is chipped away piece by piece, flake by flake, revealing the detail from its depths. The numbers, the text, and even some of the line work are all revealed in this very time-consuming and unforgiving way. One mistake, and it's back to the start. The texture left behind demonstrates just how fine each cut is, just how painstaking the process must be, gradually removing material down to a perfectly level recess that lets the detail of the dial stand proud. By hand, as you can imagine, it's very slow going, and the reason A Lange Sohne can only make 30. The 1815 Tourbillon Handwerkskunst is one of the finest displays of watchmaking ability on, well, the entire planet. This can be said of both the watch's mechanical complexity and its finishing. You won't see anything like this anywhere else. You won't see dedication to quality like this anywhere else.